Welcome back to Tom's Garage again, boys and girls. Good morning. Ooh, kind of a gloomy day out there, but at least it's warm. Today, lady brought me her little yard machines, 21-inch Briggs and Stratton 500E series engine, 140 cc's. She said it wouldn't crank, been sitting all winter. You know what that means. Grab your favorite carburetor cleaning pan. Yay! Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Oh, first thing we'll do is check the Earl. We're going to give it a good servicing too. It's black, but it's got enough in it to crank. We'll get this taken care of, get it cranking, let it get warm, then we'll dump the oil and sharpen the blade. Okay. That tank is full. It smells fresh. I'm sure she probably put some fresh fuel in it. But the problem is that bowl sits full of fuel too, and that's what's stale. So she just put fresh fuel on top of old fuel. She did. All right, let's see if this thing is priming. Shine the light way deep down in there. Yeah. See that little white thing sticking up way back there? There it is. See if it's priming. Nothing. And we know it's got fuel in it. Well, there's one part of your problem. If it won't prime, it won't crank. Okay. You know the drill. Let's get this cover off, get the fuel tank carburetor off, get it clean. Okay, 5/16, 5/16. Swap over to the 7mm socket. Where is it? There it is. You got two that goes through the air filter base and goes into the carburetor, and these two on the outside, it goes into the frame of it. Don't forget to hook that back up. You'll be sucking dirt. Sucking some dirt. And a lot of times, if this little thing right there gets knocked loose, when you push that bulb, it shoots air in here. It could escape from here and not go down to the bowl and force fuel up into the carburetor. So that could be the problem too, but that is tight, so that's not the problem. A lot of times they'll knock it loose, put it back on and not realize it. See, look at there. Now I gotta go find it. There it is. Ooh, yeah. It just clicks in here. Just like that. Kapow. All right. All right, moving over to the workbench. Let me grab some favorite carburetor cleaning pans. Yay! All right. All right. Ow. Okay, first thing we'll do is drain the fuel tank. Pour as much of that out as we can. A pair of pliers. That's got a little bit of, no it's not. It don't have water in it. I just changed the tire. That's where the water's coming from. May have had a little water left on the table here. And we'll let drain whatever's left in there. Almost done. Then we're going to carry it to the door and blow it out real good with some air. Make sure it's dry and clean. No water in it. No agua. Blow back through it, make sure that screen right there is clear. She's clean. Clean, clean. All right, still got your 7mm on the wrench here. See, if you blow a little puff of air in there, you'll see right in there. See it coming out? Let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, that's stale yeller. Stale yellow. Very stale. Yuck. And that is what you see sticking up in the throat of the carburetor, that little tip right there. So we'll blow back through it, make sure it's clear and clean. All the little jet right there is nice and clean and open, so is that one. Make sure this little pin didn't fall out. Clip it all the way back down in there. Wrench the bowl. How many cans of carb cleaner do I still have left? 4. That's probably what I use most in the shop is carburetor cleaner and oil. Spark plugs. Make sure it goes all the way down. Yeah, you can knock that loose so easy. Just make sure that's in there. Okay. All right, clean fuel tank, clean carburetor. We'll stick her back together now. And make sure your O-ring and this little keeper didn't fall out, because it usually sticks on that intake tube. O-ring, then that right there will just clip in there. And we'll stick this back on. And I know I'm fixing to knock that loose again. Nope, I didn't that time. Pull this up and in. Yep, I knocked it loose. See there? Make sure that goes in there, because your air will escape and it won't prime like I talked about. Oh, let's see, hook up your vent line, crankcase vent line. Get that in the little hole, just like that. 7mm, we'll put these 2 screws back in. One goes there. Be gentle, you're going in plastic. Easy, easy, easy. Back to the 8mm or 5/16 socket. You could do just this right here to winterize something, and you can let it sit for years. And just put fresh fuel in it and it'll crank. Be just like buying it off the shelf at the store. Gas and go. Start these by hand. Make sure you don't over tighten these. You'll make that little riveted insert, threaded insert spin inside that metal. And then you don't have no way to get it off. Okay, now let's go get some fresh fuel. Fresh fuel. Oh, that was it. Hey-yaw. Hey-yaw. This one's full. Grab my lube pump. Put that drain back in the can. All right. $12 at Harbor Freight. Pile. One of the best things I ever bought for this shop. My poor old shoulder, I can't pick up these heavy gas cans anymore. And not pour them with accuracy. Hey-yaw. All right, lower the table. Let's fire this thing up. Give that carburetor time to fill up. Put the cap back on it. Now we'll roll this thing over to the door. Fire it up, let the engine get warm, check her self-propel. Well, I should have looked, made sure it was priming. Let's make sure it's priming. Let's make sure this thing is priming now. Okay. Get the flashlight and we'll take a look. Give her another minute to see if make sure the bowl's full. Let's see, let's get that flashlight just right. Stick your camera in there and see. Yep, there we go. She's priming good now. All right. All right, now we can get it out the door and crank it. I just realized I haven't greased this table in a while. Need to do that. All right. Give this thing a few more primer pumps. Hi-yah. Seems to be good. Happy new season, little lawnmower. Now we'll tip it over, let the oil drain, sharpen the blade, and change the spark plug, clean the air filter. All right. Let me hit pause. I got a customer out there backing in. Hang with. All right, an hour later. Let's get this Earl drain. Get a drain. Whew. Get the oil drain, get the blade sharp. Get the air filter clean. paint's flaking off. It looked like a cracked engine block. Get the oil drained. Ooh, that is black. It's a lot blacker than it looked on the dipstick. All right, let's let that drain. It's still warm. Let's get the blade on. Boy, I need to scrape her deck. Boy, that thing is nasty. Let's do that real quick. Blade off. Get your blade off. Ooh, it's going to cause that thing to rust. Uh-oh, I smell gas. I hope that gas cap ain't leaking. Nope, it's not. All right. All right. Let's go throw her an edge on this blade real quick. If I can get over there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Raw. About sharpening that part. It's still pretty sharp. Let's see, let's hang up this nail up here. A little heavy on that side. Yeah, let's take a little more off. Let's take a little more off this side. If I can set the camera down. Get tripped up over here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right. All right. Now we'll set her back down. Hi-yah! Get this out of the way. Let's toss some of this in the garbage can. All right. I'm gonna reach over here and grab a rag. Wow. I'll finish using what's left in this jug. Tell me when to stop. All right. We'll see how close you got to being full. We're going to let that settle. Get this spark plug out of here. Getting whooped by a spark plug boot. Here. All right, while that settles, let's replace that sparky plug. Come around here. Yard Machines, 21-inch. Rotary. She must have took that to another shop. Make sure we're at about 30 thou. It looks pretty good. All right. Now let's see how close we are. Well, let's see how close you are to being full, since you're the one that told me to stop. You told me when to stop. If I overfilled it, I'm blaming y'all. Ooh, almost. A little bit. A little bit, a little bit. Ooh. Whoa. Just a little overfull. That's all right. Yeah, just a little bit over. That's good. That's good. It's probably going to be hard to start since we had it laid over. So let's let it down. Let's take it out and fire it up. I ain't going to crank it in here. All that dust and stuff. Woo! It'd throw stuff all over my shop. Oh, got to clean that air filter. Got to do that. That air filter's clean. Good enough. All right, let's get her out here by the door. Ooh, that was going to be about a 14-part video series right there. All right, let's give it a prime. Hey, y'all. Come on, baby. Don't be mad at me. And that's where we're always parking to wash them. Got the water hose right there. All right, boys and girls, that is a service. Springtime freshening up, tune up, whatever you call it. 21-inch, what did I say that was, the yard machines? With the 500E Briggs and Stratton engine, oil change, sharpen the blade, clean the air filter, spark plug. Had to clean the carburetor and fuel tank, it sat all winter. Well, she's ready to go for another year, another season. Thanks for watching another Ton Movie video. Love you guys. Eat your vegetables and take your vitamins and have a colonoscopy. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Love y'all. Y'all be